What up guys, Ashley Elizabeth here with AEHM Artistry, and today I'm going to show you how to apply your mascara like a boss. So starting off, as you can see, I left my lashes bare so you guys can see me applying it obviously as we go. And I didn't do any liner, and I just have some light color eyeshadow on so that way you can see me applying as I go through. And this is kind of just a little heads up. In the next coming months, I'm going to do a 7-day mascara series. So if you want, you can go and subscribe. That way you get notified as soon as I launch that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom you in so you can watch as I apply. Obviously you want to start with bare lashes. You don't want any mascara left over from the night before, so make sure you get it all off or else you'll get lots of clumpies. Now if you do like to apply false lashes, some people like to apply mascara first and then their false lashes on top of it, but I like to do the opposite. I like to do my false lashes first and then mascara right after. So that's a whole nother story for a different time. Now at what point do you want to apply your mascara? For me, I like to do my whole eye look first and then mascara as my last step. So with that being said, I want to go in with my eyeliner so I can show you guys what a difference. I actually already did just the under lash line, so right under the lashes. So I did one side just so you can see the difference in fullness. Hopefully you can see that, but I just line my lids, my lash line just like that, so you can kind of see the thickness. So that already adds a lot of instant volume at the base of your lash line to help give a lot of fullness. I do have pretty decent lashes. They are pretty long and pretty voluminous, so if you want to see a video on shorter lashes, I will find a model to help me out, so you have to leave me in the comments below. But my very first tip is gonna be to curl your lashes. Unless you just have naturally really curled lashes, I pretty much recommend everybody curl their lashes. It is hard to get used to, and I'm sorry about that. It's a little bit awkward and weird. This is how I like to curl my lashes, so I'm going to show you right now. So you first start right at the base, as close as you can get them without actually pinching your eye, and tighten in the middle and on the tip. So you can see one time the difference. See, it's all curling on the edges. My edges are super duper crazy curly, so I want to get a lash curler that is a little bit slimmer, a little smaller, so I can get right in there. But for now, if you have to pull down your eye gently, no crazy tugging, you can. And I do it twice, 2 and then 3. See as I'm going up? And you can kind of see the difference there. Now, if I do it too much or too hard, you don't want to push all the way down as hard as you can, because first of all, that can snip off your lashes, and who knows, you might slip and it will just be bad. You want to just do a light press firming. You want something that's nice and springy, and this little foam guy in there, because you want to get a nice curl, but you also don't want it to curl like a 90-degree angle. So that's why this 3-step method really helps. So it's close to the base, middle, and then up. So you see it's almost there. So you can kind of move your eye around if you need to get all the lashes in. That's kind of how I help get them all in. Middle, base. And I just make sure that they match, and there you go. So much different than not being curled, right? Okay, so the next step for me is obviously mascara, right? So I love the Better Than Sex mascara. I know it is very controversial. It's one of those mascaras that you either love it or you hate it. I, for one, am somebody that I love it, and it's actually my all-time favorite mascara so far. So I'm going to use that because I love it. And, you know, if it doesn't work for you, there's lots of great other options out there. And again, you're going to want to make sure you subscribe so you see my next series of videos that'll be coming soon. For those of you with, you know, smaller lashes, you don't want anything with a crazy brush head, because the Better Than Sex mascara does have a really crazy brush head. I would do something with a more normal brush head, kind of like the Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. That's kind of like your typical one. It's a little bit long of a brush head on there, but it's still good. And then the Peter Thomas Roth is good if you don't like any kind of clumping or anything. I've talked about this in a few of my recommendations in the comment section, but it's really nice. You get a lot of precision. So let me show you how I recommend applying your mascara. Never, ever pump your mascara. When you pump it, air will get into it, and then you will dry your mascara out faster than you already would. So you pull it out. If there is lots of residue on the bristles, just kind of wipe it right on the tip there. Or same thing, a really fresh new one might have a lot. So if you're prone to clumping, you can kind of gently take it off right in the cap and then going in and applying it. So what you want to do if you always have problems with it getting right on your lid, you can either put a card there or like a post-it or something, and it's going to block and create a barrier. But what I like to do is just get a mirror right here and look downwards, and you're just going to start with the base of the lash line and then lift up. Slowly. Slow and steady wins the race. So what I'm doing is I'm not just going in one specific motion. I'm actually going and covering my whole lash line. So edge, middle, and then inner corner. And I'm turning my mirror as I go too. So edge, middle, corner. And I do this repeatedly until I'm happy with it, but just before it starts to get clumpy. And then what you can do is very gentle wiggle to just make sure mascara gets on the insides. Do you see that so far? And then what I do is I go in with the other side, and I haven't even dipped the wand back in yet. This is all from my first dip. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Now I'm going in for my second dip. And now I'm going back over the first that I did. I kind of like to almost let it dry for a few seconds in between the second layer. So that's why I go to the other eye before I go in with my second dip. That way the lashes kind of start setting in the place that I first put them. But if I wait too long, then it'll be clumpy. So it's definitely kind of like a balance that you have to find. All right, once they start really looking thick, how I like, I kind of let that sit then. Move on to the other one. And then once I'm happy with where they're at, I just kind of do the tips just very gently anywhere else that needs to go. Because the edges of my eyelashes like to turn down and are so crazy and spidery, I actually remove that so it's not as noticeable, just with my fingertips. And I feel like that looks so much better. Like they look kind of crazy. So if you have that problem, you know, just a little side tip. For the bottom lash line, I do not like the Better Than Sex mascara because it turns them and curls them too much. So I like that Peter Thomas Roth one. This is just the little travel size guy. I always end up picking these ones up because I just love the precision of them. They're same brush head size as the full size one. Full size is just like a regular size tube. I feel like I can get closer, and it's just, I like the little ones. When the little ones are available, I buy the little ones. And I look down into my mirror so I don't have to like get too many smudgies on the bottom. And I just rock it back and forth. Same thing. Kind of like combing hair into place. I mean, that's really literally what we're doing here. Get a little tiny eyelash hair. And I don't do too many coats on the lower lash line. That I'm basically just tinting my lower lash line so they aren't powdery and no color. Just trying to match it all. Now sometimes if I'm feeling like the top is clumpy, I can actually take this brush and just drag it gently, gently through. And it just kind of adds another layer of separation. All right, I went ahead and actually put my upper lash line, I forgot to put the eyeliner on. So I did that side because I showed you this side and then I forgot to even it out with that. So I did that, and that is how I like to apply my mascara like a boss. All right, you guys, I know nothing was too groundbreaking here, but I kind of just wanted to lay it all out for you, layman terms as best I can, and show you how I like to apply my mascara, and hopefully you're able to learn a few tricks. The main thing is eyelash curler. That technique is just what I swear by, so base, middle, and ends, and then layering your mascara, but trying not to layer in a way that will create clumpy, spidery tarantula lashes. Hopefully that's not what I have. I don't think so. I think they're nice and fluttery. It's how I like to wear it, but hopefully you enjoyed that. And like I said before, if there's anything that you have questions about for lashes, just go ahead and leave me comments on it. Like I said before, there is a lash and mascara series that I will be doing in the next coming months, so make sure you subscribe so you find out as soon as I post that. And I post new things. I post 2 times a week currently, and I'm having so much fun creating for you guys. Oh, thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a great, lovely day.